I know that you're watching this as a person that wants to raise your professional profile, you want more visibility, you want people to understand your stuff. And here's something that I see. So this is not necessarily for you if you're a total newbie beginner to having a business and start trying to figure out what you're doing. This is for you if, as a person that knows, like they know their stuff, and you want to start getting it out there in the world, even bigger, even brighter than you have before. This video is specifically for you on how to help to magnetize your message so that people get what you do and gravitate towards you. And it's something that I see a lot in the coaching profession, the coaching industry. So I work with multi-talented businesses. So let me just explain what I mean by that. A multi-talented business is a business who, or a business owner who has different strands. I'll give you a couple of examples from my client portfolio. I've worked with event professionals who are really great at helping people put together events, and also really great with marketing, and also really great with concepts like the law of attraction, and also have got a coaching streak to them. Although not recognised as an official coach, their style, their management style, their leadership style, while being a business owner and a CEO, is really great to take their team through any challenges or changes through coaching them without being an official coach. You know, another client of mine from a few years ago really struck me, like stunningly beautiful from the outside and the inside. Also a really great public speaker, loves getting the message out on video, really great with relationships, and really great with communicating. Again, wondering how to bring that all together. So that's a couple of examples of a few people. I'll give you one more because I think it helps to solidify that you're not the only person out there who's multi-talented and often going, oh my gosh, I need to niche and I need to pick one. I actually provide the umbrella that you can hang all of those pieces off. So another one, again, director of a business, so company owner, company director, and a creative director at that, highly creative, highly artistic, and produced a physical product. Beautiful physical product, and was involved in retail and had more of a mentoring nature than a coaching nature. Still great with coaching, but really great at mentoring people through their own experiences, and very, very, very philanthropic. So when you're a multi-talented business or multi-talented business owner, how do you get your message out there? How do you let people know what you do without confusing the issue? And I tell you why I'm the person speaking about this. When I started my business 10 years ago, on the one hand, I did training and coaching, and on the other hand, true story, I made cakes and chocolates. People were baffled. People who hadn't experienced either the training or the coaching, or eating my cakes or chocolates, special occasion cakes, wedding cakes, you know, all that kind of stuff, and homemade Thornton style chocolates and kind of nicer style chocolates. If they hadn't experienced either of them, they would look from the outside in and say, you can't be good at everything, you've got to just pick one thing and do that. And I understand that in that place there's some frustration. So here's what you do as a multi-talented business owner to compensate for that, which actually kind of sells people away from your product and service. And you don't do this on purpose, by the way. You do this completely without thinking. What happens is you have multiple zones of genius and you get into those zones of genius. It's a classic example of or definition of an entrepreneurial brain. You have lots of different businesses maybe. And one of the things that you do when somebody expresses, like either they'll ask a question or they express a kind of dissatisfaction, one of your multi-talented parts will kick in straight to the solution. And here's why you shouldn't do that. For those of you who have trained as a coach or trained in modalities like NLP, maybe even CBT, so cognitive behavioural therapy, or NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, you would have heard of a concept called pacing and leading. And this, in its most basic form, is where you meet the person where they are, either emotionally, could even be physically. Think about speaking to a small child, a 2-year-old. Do you stay standing up, or do you get down on one knee and get in front of them and get on the same level as them? Well, next time you go to answer somebody's question, maybe they are moaning or complaining, maybe they're expressing unhappiness, disappointment, a more negative emotion. Maybe they're saying to themselves or saying to you, like maybe they're saying to themselves, I can't do this, and saying to you, oh my gosh, I'm really stuck, I don't think this can happen, I don't think it's possible. Before you go jumping into the solution, pace, meet them where they are. And I don't mean just do it through words. Oh yeah, I understand that's difficult for you, but solution. Actually take a moment just to feel where they are. Remember a time for yourself where you were where they are. That might have been yesterday, last week, last year, last decade, not quite last century. But think of a time where you were where they are. Get into that vibe. Get on that level. Empathise with where they are first, because when you go into that level and empathise with where they are first, you will see a way in which you can draw out what's going to be the best thing for them. You see, as a multi-talented business owner, you're going to have 1,001 different tools that you could throw at them, and often you sometimes do. So if this is of interest to you, maybe I'll speak about how I kind of packaged up my knowledge and put it into nice segments and parcels. I organised the knowledge so that I could then pick out the piece that would make the biggest difference to that person at that time and answer the specific question, whether they've articulated or whether they have got it under the surface. Hope that helps. Let me know, would you like to see more videos like this? If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, then leave a comment below. What did you get from this? What were your insights? And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, or maybe you've received this because you're on my list, then let me know your thoughts. But I'm not going to lie, I'm nosy by nature. I love you polymaths, you multi-talented people. Hit respond, hit reply, and let me know, what are your talents? Mine was training, coaching, cakes, chocolates, What are yours? What are yours? I'd love to know. I'm nosy by nature, and I love helping you to pull it all together so you don't feel like you're negating parts of yourself that you're great at. So let me know what they are. Bye for now.